Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Police downriver pull out the pepper spray to deal with a man they say flew into a rage over a parking spot.
Also, we're learning more about the breaking news that we've been following at Knollwood Cemetery in Canton Township, a dig for clues of some kind. And in fact, this operation now even has a name, and we'll start there tonight at 6. Good to have you with us. It's highly unusual. Detroit police serving a search warrant on a cemetery.
Then they, along with state police and federal agents, started digging up graves, and yet this is not a criminal case. Rod Maloney live with new information on a story we first broke at 4 o'clock. Rod, you've learned more about what they're looking for.
Right, Kimberly. They're looking to use high technology and DNA to identify bodies here in the cemetery. If you look behind me, you can see that the digging has ended. They have finished for the day, but it all started at 8 o'clock this morning, and it is a police operation that is going to go on into the weeks and months to come. It is an odd juxtaposition. Birds chirping, bright sunshine, while the FBI closed the gates to Knollwood Cemetery, turning away mourners seeking to see family graves, and dozens of police officers fanning out and City of Detroit heavy equipment digging up paupers' graves. So far, about a dozen have been opened, some dating back to 1995 when the cemetery first started accepting medical examiners' cases. It's part of what they're calling Operation United, short for unknown names identified through exhumation and DNA. Many of the investigators donned hazmat suits and went into graves where the unidentified body went right from the morgue to a pine box and a body bag without embalming. Police are looking to extract bone DNA from these graves, hoping either to identify the person from that DNA, ID the person through crime scene evidence, or at least help a family know that their loved one is in this cemetery. Now, this, we are told, is just the beginning of an effort to get DNA evidence for cases dating back as far as 1959. Of course, there weren't computers back then, and updating missing persons files is now becoming a priority. On scene are officers from the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office, Detroit Building Authority, Department of Public Works, the FBI, Michigan State Police, National Missing and Identified Persons System, University of North Texas Center for Human Identification, and Crime Stoppers of Michigan. Now, we are told that this affects dozens upon dozens of Detroit families in particular, but also many in Metro Detroit, and that is people whose family members disappeared without a trace. They may have or may not have even filed a missing persons report, but DPD is saying they want to hear from you. They also are thinking that perhaps if they can get DNA from you, that they could match it to the DNA of the people in here. So that's what they're going to be going about doing, as we said, in the weeks and months to come. Back to you.
Yeah, so Rod, how did they do that?
Well, okay. On Click on Detroit, we're going to link a couple of things. First of all, there is what's called NAMUS, N-A-M-U-S, and it is the National Missing Persons Database. And you can go to that, and you're going to actually be helping if you're involved in this. Also, there's the Detroit Police Homicide phone number. And in that, you can call DPD and then refile your missing persons report. They'll get in touch with you. And again, that phone number is on clickondetroit.com.
All right, Rod, we appreciate it. All right, now we're following some breaking news we need to tell you about of a deadly shooting on Detroit's east side. One person we've learned is dead and another has been taken to the hospital after multiple shots hit that white Chevy Yukon that you see there. The shooting at Connor between I-94 and Gratiot happened when the SUV drove out onto Connor from Lakeview Street.
For some, it's hard to believe, but this Friday is going to mark 10 years since the abduction and murder of Nevaeh Buchanan of Monroe. All these years later, it is not known who killed her, but police say they're still not giving up. Sean Lay, live now with a look back at this case and how investigators are trying to approach it a decade later. Sean.
You're exactly right, and the key question remains, Devin, who killed Nevaeh? It's a question that continues to eat at all of Metro Detroit. Tonight, we're asking a law enforcement expert, where does this investigation go from here? You likely remember the name Nevaeh Buchanan, and you might have the same reaction that even veteran investigators have when learning that Friday is the 10-year anniversary of her abduction and murder.
It didn't seem like it's been that long. than 10 years.
10 years ago, Steve Dolan was the commander of the Eastern District for the Detroit Police Department. Dolan retired as assistant chief and is now the athletic director at Cabrini High School in Allen Park. We asked Dolan, with his years investigating crimes that turned to cold cases, where do Monroe County Sheriff's investigators go now? 10 years later, and Nevaeh's killer has not been caught.
Reopen the file and start again. I know it sounds crazy, and there's cold cases that years later are found, but sometimes you re-interview a witness from a different perspective and they say, hey, as a matter of fact, I do remember A, B, or C.
Sheriff's investigators say they continue working to crack the case and are searching for new leads. Dolan says that's the key, to look at the case in a different way.
Because I worked in homicide, and I've got this lead. It's the lead, and I'm going there, and someone says, are you sure? And you go, yeah, I'm positive. We get locked in because we're going to close the case. And you go, crap, we went in the wrong direction.
10 years later, and a fresh look at this case, Monroe County Sheriff's investigators tell us they have chased down 2,000 leads in the Nevaeh case. Still no arrests. They are open to any new leads, and it's an active investigation as we speak. We're live tonight. Sean Lane, Local 4.
2,000 is a measure of the frustration, no doubt, that they're all feeling. All right, Sean.
All right, time now for a check on the weather. Ben's out in Sterling Heights for our latest severe weather alert radio day. Ben, we could actually see some storms early tomorrow, so we might need those radios.
Yeah, tomorrow also to start the holiday weekend on Saturday. We got chances both days, so it's perfect time to get prepared, and this is the place to do it. We'll talk more about that coming up. We do have some pretty nice finish out here today compared to where we started. Temperatures are in the 60s. Sun shines out if you're heading down to the ballpark. Tigers tonight are in action taking on the Marlins at 7:10, and we will be staying in the 60s with plenty of sunshine for the rest of that game. Can we keep the streak going this weekend? We'll check that out. More live from Meyer and Sterling Heights in just a few minutes, guys.
Okay, Ben, he allegedly fought with a cop and tried to grab his gun, and it was all over a parking spot. Wyandotte police say John Calderon had to be pepper sprayed to be arrested. They say Calderon parked in a spot blocked off by a cone, and when police showed up to get him to move his car, an argument started. Calderon allegedly punched an officer in the face multiple times and grabbed at his gun. He was given a $250,000 bond and is currently in the Wayne County Jail.
A Detroit charter school plagued with financial trouble is now facing closure. The Southwest Detroit Community School has a lease agreement with an investment fund headed by former tennis star Andre Agassi, and now it is closing after this school year. Coco McAvoy live now at the school on 29th Street with the number of students that are going to be impacted by this. Coco.
Yes, Devin, 347 students are impacted along with their families, and now they have to find a new school to go to in the fall.
The Southwest Detroit Community School is a charter school nestled within a neighborhood.
Yeah, it was definitely a blessing that they built it right smack in the middle of a neighborhood.
Angela Smith lives in the neighborhood, and her daughter goes to the school.
And it was convenient because they were able to walk right across the street.
The school opened in 2013 through a lease agreement with an investment fund headed by tennis star Andre Agassi. But now the school is closing suddenly in June, impacting hundreds of students and their families.
Pretty upsetting that they tell us last minute yesterday, through a text message.
Amy Valadez's son is in the 7th grade and had just one more year to go at the school.
Me and the other parents, we got to figure out a way, where we're going to enroll our kids for the fall now.
The charter school was marred by problems.
It was good school in the beginning, then they started falling apart, then they started having different teachers every year, different principals.
Financial troubles ultimately led to the charter school's downfall after 6 short years in the community.
And school officials are now trying to work with parents to give them resources and information about other schools in the community. Reporting live this evening, I'm Coco McAvoy, Local 4.
Okay, Coco. Well, let's check in with Lester Holt for a preview of what's ahead at 6:30 on NBC Nightly News.
Lester joins us live from New York with what's coming up. Hi, Lester.
Hey, Devin and Kim, coming up, the man known as the American Taliban is about to be released from prison. What NBC News has learned about his thoughts on ISIS that have law enforcement officials concerned. Plus, a grandmother and a great-grandmother arrested and taken to jail for carrying something more and more people use.
Yeah, so this popular product that people use, it's causing a lot of confusion. Tell us about it.
Yeah, CBD is what we're talking about, and the rules about it differ across the country. Some places it's illegal. We're going to tell you what you need to know before you travel with it when we see you on Nightly News.
Yeah, it can be confusing. Okay, we'll talk to you in just a little bit.
Thanks, Lester. Still ahead, one of those moments we never really get tired of seeing.
Yeah, a military dad finds a creative way to surprise his son during a Little League game. We'll show you how coming up next.
First responders come face to face with the mentally ill almost every day, but are they properly trained? Experts take a look at a police run gone bad that was caught on video.
And I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. We have staff from the Oakland Community Health Network, Macomb County Community Mental Health, and the Detroit Wayne Mental Health Authority that are all busy taking your calls. If you have any questions about mental health, please call the number on your screen, 313-298-WDIV. The phone bank is open until 6:30 tonight.